Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have swatches for you from the October Polish Pickup. If you don't know what Polish Pickup is, every month a bunch of different indie makers get together and they contribute one product to a central site, which is polishpickup.com. The site is open the first Monday through Friday of every month, so this month it'll open October 2nd and close October 6th. Every maker contributes the product under one umbrella theme, and this month's theme is animations. These products will only be available during that time period. They won't be available on the individual makers' sites. And some products are what we call capped, which just means there's a limit to how many can be purchased during the ordering window. And I will let you know which ones have a cap and which ones don't. So in the description box below, I will link the Polish Pickup site. I will link their Instagram page, their Facebook page, and my Instagram page where you can see more swatches of everything from today's video. So out of the 100 and probably 60 products that are on the site, I have 12 to share with you today, and let's get started. So first, from Anchor and Heart Lacquer, we have True Heart. This is inspired by the Care Bears in collaboration with other Polish Pickup makers, and more specifically the True Heart Bear. This is described as a milky white crelly with gold to green to pink shifting aurora shimmer, gold flakies, a rainbow of shifting iridescent flakies, and small glitters in pale and blue. This one will be $12.50 and there is no cap. This is a super cute polish. I can totally see Care Bears in this. I was never a big fan of Care Bears or watching them or collecting them or whatever else goes along with Care Bears, but I do think this is really cute, and from what I've seen, it does go along with the Care Bear theme well. This took me 3 coats to build up to mostly opacity. If you have a super visible nail line, you probably won't be able to get this one opaque in 3 coats. You might have to go for a 4th, or you could layer this over a white base. The shimmer that's in here stands out well. The glitters come out nice and light evenly across the nail. So I did 3 coats of this. You are going to want top coat to finish this off. It does dry dull and pretty textured because of the glitter that's in here, and also because of that glitter it is going to be more difficult to remove. So my swatch photo, you're going to see 3 coats of True Heart and a glossy top coat. So up next, from Black Dahlia Lacquer, we have Flotsam and Jetsam. This is inspired by Ursula's eels in The Little Mermaid, and it's described as a bright turquoise crelly with shifting iridescent glitter, dark blue shimmer, and a strong green to blue to purple shift that's particularly pronounced when painted over a black base. This will be $11.50 and there is no cap. So I didn't layer this one over a base. I did 3 coats of this on its own. I was able to achieve full opacity. You get pretty much good opacity in 2 coats though if you're not super picky. Formula was excellent, no running, pulling, or staining. This is nice and shifty on the nail. The glitter comes out beautifully and it accents the base perfectly. You are going to want top coat. This dries dull and textured, and removal is very difficult. So in my swatch photo, you're going to see 3 coats of Flotsam and Jetsam and a glossy top coat. Up next, from Blush Lacquers, we have my Spinach Puffs. This is inspired by a Kronk from the Emperor's New Groove, and it's described as a medium tan nail polish with blue to purple shifting multi-chrome flakes and gold flakes. This will be $11 and there is no cap. This is probably one of my favorite polishes Blush has ever come out with. The Emperor's New Groove is easily one of my favorite movies of all times, and a nude with flakies, it's stunning. I did 3 coats of this to build it up to full opacity. You might be able to get away with 2 if you're not picky, but with something like this, I personally want to cover my entire nail line, so I did go in for 3. Again, Blush comes out with these smooth formulas, very nice, easy to work with. The flakes that are in here are in abundance. There are a ton of them and they lie nicely on the nail. This does dry decently glossy all on its own. It might dry with the slightest bit of texture though, because some of these multi-chrome flakes are on the larger side. So I would still recommend wearing a top coat with this. But nothing in this is going to give you any kind of resistance upon removal. So in my swatch photo, you're going to see 3 coats of my Spinach Puffs and a glossy top coat. Up next, from the Deeva, we have Rem. This is inspired by the anime character Rem, and it's described as a lovely solar that'll change from a demure white while indoors to a beaming blue in the sun. This also has various size blue hex glitters to add a sophistication and a strong shimmer that adds a hint of naughty. So this one will be $13 and there is no cap. Formula on this was excellent. I got it completely opaque in 3 coats. I think this is such a beautiful blue color. The glitters in here, everything works together really, really nice. The glitters accent the shimmers, accent the milky kind of light blue white base, and then in the sun it turns this like blurply color. It's just really stunning. But with solars, while swatching indoors at nighttime, it's not the most ideal photo, so I was not able to catch the full color shift of this one. I built this one up to opacity in 3 coats. You are going to want top coat. It dries almost completely matte and with some texture too, because of those glitters, and because of those glitters it is going to take some more scrubbing to remove. So in my swatch photo, you're going to see 3 coats of REM and a glossy top coat. Deeva does have a topper offered this month as well, and it's called Ram. This is inspired by REM's sister Ram, and it's described as a shifty pink flake in various sized shifty hex glitters. There's also micro hollow glitters and a hollow flake. This one will also be $13, and there is no cap. And a great formula. I did layer this one over a like foresty emerald kind of green. And I think it laid beautifully across the nail. It does dry super duper textured though, so you are going to want maybe 2 coats of a glossy top coat to smooth this one over completely. And removal on this one is going to be pretty difficult. So in my swatch photo, you're going to see 1 coat of Ram over a green OPI and a glossy top coat. Up next from Shimmer, we have Momon T. So this is inspired by Digimon Tamers, and it's described as a deepened indigo base straddling between navy and purple with shifty flakes in a lime green and bright turquoise to cobalt and gold. This one will be $10, and there is no cap. So I did 3 coats of this. I don't think that was entirely necessary. I feel like if I went in just a slight bit on the thicker side of my coats, I would have gotten opacity in 2. Formula was wonderful to work with though. Her little flaky formulas like this, just they shine and they're beautiful. So this one does have a ton of flakes in there that can create some texture, so I would recommend using a top coat to smooth this one out, but removal is easy. So in my swatch photo, you're going to see 3 coats of Momon T and a glossy top coat. The other product this month from Shimmer is their sugar scrub, and this one is in the scent Strawberries and Cream. This is inspired by strawberry shortcake, and it's described as notes of ripe and juicy strawberries with fresh whipped cream in the background. This will be $10, and there is no cap. We all know I love Shimmer sugar scrubs. They are marvelous. They're a beautiful product. I use them in literally every room of my house, and this one smells like a dream. It does smell like fresh strawberries. It does smell like whipped cream. I can get every little bit of what she's going for in this. Again, I was never a fan of neither Digimon or Strawberry Shortcake, her 2 inspirations this month. But I can see the inspiration in Strawberry Shortcake. I know 0 about Digimon, so I don't know about that. But this one I can. Anyway, if you don't have a Shimmer sugar scrub, I highly recommend trying them out. It really makes your skin feel so super soft. It has saved my legs in the shaving aspect of my life, and I really, really like these. So that is the Shimmer sugar scrub in the scent Strawberries and Cream. Up next from Lollipop Posse Lacquer, we have Spirit World. This is inspired by No Face from Studio Ghibli's Spirited Away, and it's described as a violet tinted crelly filled with a blue to pink color shifting aurora shimmer and blue shifting iridescent flakes. This one will be $13, and there is no cap. This does have a good formula, not too thick or too thin. I built it up to full opacity in 3 coats. It does kind of give off that glow from within vibe, that nice ethereal look that a lot of people seem to really love. And they do an excellent job at making these kind of polishes. You are going to want top coat. It does dry on the dull side and slightly textured, but nothing in this is going to be difficult to remove. So in my swatch photo, you're going to see 3 coats of Spirit World and a glossy top coat. Up next from LynB Designs, we have Permission to be Fabulous. This is inspired by Skeletor and his Assassins, and it's described as a periwinkle blue to white thermal with a mix of glitters in shades of purple, blue, lavender pink, and a buttery yellow. This will be $12 and there is no cap. Formula on this is good. It's a little bit on the thicker side, but it's not difficult to work with. I did 2 coats of this, which I keep saying I'm doing 3 coats, and I feel like I might have only needed 2. I did 2 coats of this, and I felt like I definitely needed a third. Whenever it's in that warmer state, the white state, it was more on the sheer side, so I would recommend going ahead and doing 3 coats of this. It's going to add an extra layer of glitter to be able to be seen through that white base. That being said, this does transition very easily. I had no issues with running, pulling, or staining. A good amount of glitter. They are easy to manipulate across the nail to get a nice even layer. You will want top coat. It does dry textured, and because of the glitter, it's going to be difficult to remove. So in my swatch photo, you're going to see 2 coats of Permission to be Fabulous in a glossy top coat. Up next from Native War Paints, we have Kitty. This is inspired by Sully from Monsters Inc. and it's described as a purple packed with tons of teal shimmer. This will be $12.50 and there's a cap of 150 bottles available in the US and 25 in the UK. Formula on this is good. I did 2 coats to build this one up to opacity, but this was also directly after my nail break, so I had almost no nail line to hide in the first place. But I can imagine if you have a little bit longer nails than I had, you might want to go in for 3. The shimmer that's in here is very glowy, very bright, very stand out against this gorgeous purple base, and I think it's stunning. This is going to dry decently glossy all on its own. I would recommend a top coat for longevity purposes. There are some brush strokes through this shimmer when it's wet. Most of those go away as it dries, but not completely, so bear that in mind. I would recommend trying your hardest to either do straight strokes, or if that's just not in the cards, you can sponge on your final coat. Nothing in this is going to be difficult to remove, so my swatch photo, you're going to see 2 coats of Kitty and a glossy top coat. Native War Paint's other contribution this month is the Kitty Foam Grip. This is also inspired by Sully from Monsters Inc. and it's a foam grip with teal holographic glitter and purple glitter spots, just like if Sully were covered in glitter instead of fur. This will be $12.50 and there's a cap of 200 bottles available in the US and 5 in the UK. This is a really cute phone grip. I have a Minnie Mouse phone case, and like if I have a phone grip on there, I'm going to cover her face up, but I think this is a super cute phone grip. It definitely evokes Sully and I think it's adorable. So that's the Kitty phone grip from Native War Paints. So up next from my brand Pampered Polishes, we have EST 1928. This is inspired by Mickey Mouse, and it's a neon red crelly loaded with gold flakes, white flakes, iridescent flakes, and accented with a good amount of black glitter. This will be $13 and there is no cap. So I think the formula on this is wonderful. I think this is a beautiful color. It's bright, it's fun, it's got a ton of glitter, it's got a ton of flakes. I did 3 coats of this to build it up to full opacity. I do recommend going in for all 3 coats. It's going to layer up the glitter and the flakes to make a 3-dimensional look on the nail. I feel like neon red, I don't know, it's kind of looking neon orange. So in certain lightings, maybe reddy orange. You are going to want top coat to finish this off because it does dry pretty textured because of all the glitter and all the flakes that are in here, and removal will be more on the difficult side. So in my swatch photo, you're going to see 3 coats of EST 1928 and a glossy top coat. And lastly for today, we have Going Down the Bayou from Rogue Lacquer. This is inspired by The Princess and the Frog, and it's described as a slate gray crelly with orange, copper, gold, and green color shifting flakes with hollow micro flakes. This will be $12.50 and there is no cap. So I love Rogue's sheer flaky filled formulas. They always perform nicely and they always build up beautifully. I did 3 coats of this one to build it up to mostly opacity. If I was looking close, I could probably still make out my nail line, but I'm not somebody who's going to sit there and search for it either, so it doesn't bother me if it's not 1000% opaque. There are a ton of flakes in here. They do spread out evenly across the nail, but they are on the larger side, so they can dry with some texture. But nothing in this is going to be difficult to remove. So in my swatch photo, you're going to see 3 coats of Going Down the Bayou in a glossy top coat. And guys, that is it. Let me know in the comments below what you plan on picking up from this month's polish pickup. Let me know what your favorite was from today's video. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, and I will talk to you again next time.